Hi Libra, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2020. This month I'm using the Taramuka Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Libra Sun, Libra Ascendant, and Libra Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check out your cusp sign. I have received emails and comments, and some people say they watch both if they're born on the cusp, both signs, and get messages from both. So you never know, you might want to check that out. So all that being said, Libra, now on to your September 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. So the first card you have, Libra, is the King of Swords. Somebody else got the King of Swords. I'm not sure who, but you got it here. And this is a card that symbolizes an air sign person. This is either a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So this could be you, Libra. It very well could be you. So we'll see what comes up here. There's some things that feel like they're getting put in place or put in motion that are going to be kind of like unstoppable. And you may find, like, in your dealings that you have to do this month, you may have to go around things in a roundabout fashion. Like maybe going, like if you have any business you have to take care of or any things you have to do, possibly going like from point A to point B, like straight ahead, straight at it, isn't going to work out. You may have to, finagle things, finesse things, go about things in a roundabout way to get your goals and aims and things you want to have achieve, have them work out the way you want. Be prepared, because you're going to have sarcastic comments are going to be flying around you. This could be from your friends, your family, from people you work with, people online, on the internet. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. But I get like a lot of sarcasm and sarcastic comments flying around you. It could even be you, Libra. You usually do have a pretty good sense of humor and can be quite the laugh riot. So maybe you're going to be the one doing the sarcastic comments. You may have to take some things back. If you purchase some items and like you have to assemble them, or you were buying pieces that need to fit into other things that you already have, you may find that they don't fit, don't go, don't work together, don't match up. So you may be returning things in September. You may also be having a very critical eye about things that need adjustment that you don't feel are quite right. Like you could be looking at things in your home and saying, this doesn't match, or this isn't quite right, or this needs to be fixed, or this needs to be put in a different order. This could also have to do with like documents, paperwork, finance, papers, any kind of reports you have to write, or any presentations you have to like prepare and then you're going to present. You may feel like this needs to be adjusted, this isn't quite right. So it's either things in your home, paperwork, or things that you're working on. Like I said, it could be to do with finances, or reports you have to write, or presentations you have to make. You may be going through a lot of bills and like tallying up your expenses. Like you could be making a budget, or maybe you're like, wow, why are my debts so high this month? And like, did I really make all that credit card debt? Or where's all this expense coming from? Like you may start, I hear tallying up. You could be tallying up a bill. Maybe you got billed for something that you're like, this isn't right. Why are they charging me for this and that and the other? So you may be going over bills and finding out you're being misbilled. Or you may feel like you got a lot of debt all of a sudden and you're like, did I really just spend all that money in the past 2, 3, 4 months? So that's some of the things I feel you're going to be dealing with and looking at. Now, the next card you have, Libra, is the Eight of Swords, and this is being trapped in an emotional prison. It could also be being trapped in a situation you can't see how to get out of. But maybe it's not that hard to get out of it, but it may feel like you're in some kind of prison. You may feel like you don't know all the facts, and you don't know all the facts and figures, and like some things could be eluding you, or somebody could be keeping some facts and figures away from you. There could be some things hidden. You may also have serious question about the judgment of people around you. You may be like, are they for real? Like, it could be your thoughts about people out in the world. You may be like, their judgment is wackadoo. That may be what you think. But for some of you, it could be in your own sphere of your own world. You may be like, what's wrong with these people around me? Like, what? Like, their judgment seems off to you. And I also feel like you're going to have some issue with some ways how people are handling some things. Again, this could be out in the world, or it could be in your own personal world. If you are single, you may also be thinking about putting yourself out on the dating scene again. If you recently had a breakup, or you've been alone for a long time, doesn't matter what the scenario is, but some of you are going to be thinking about that you need to get yourself out there in a, like I said, on the dating scene, or hoping to meet somebody. I feel like you're frustrated because you don't think there's justice in something. Something to you is something is bothering you, and you feel like either an individual, a group of people, possibly, you don't feel like there's justice. You're annoyed at the lack of justice. You're frustrated by the lack of justice. Maybe you're looking at a certain group of people, or a person, or that you just feel like they're getting away with you. Like, you can't believe they're getting away with what they're getting away with, or that they're not being brought to justice properly, or many of you feel there's a miscarriage of justice going on. Some of you may be so disturbed or bothered by something going on in your life or out in the world, you may actually want to speak to somebody like a therapist, a counselor, could be a spiritual advisor, could be a psychic, an astrologer, could be a healer, but it could be through, like I said, even a psychotherapist, a psychologist, psychiatrist, somebody like that. So the next card you have in your reading, Libra, for September of 2020, you have the Emperor. And the Emperor is usually a paternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, protecting you, giving you ideas and inspirations that may feel like they're yours, but they could be coming from the Emperor. This could also be a strong male figure for you in the living. It could be a spouse. It could be your father, grandfather, great-grandfather, boss, spouse, but usually it's a male figure to me. You're being watched over very carefully, and someone is kind of judging you, but not necessarily in a bad way. That sounds negative. This could be somebody in the deceased that's watching over you very carefully about the decisions you make, the things you say, what you've done in the past, what you're doing in the future. But I get watching over you. There is a little bit of judging here with the Emperor. For some of you, the Emperor is driving you to your wit's end. You may feel like you are at your last straw with this Emperor. So for some of you, it's somebody in the living that's driving you nuts, that you feel is throwing their weight around, maybe being too dictatorial, judgmental, dictatorial, throwing their weight around. This could be somebody that's kind of like trying to put the squeeze on you, get information out of you, or manipulate you and control you in certain ways. So, I'm divided here 50-50. For some of you Libras, I do feel it's somebody in the spirit world that's a strong male figure to you, possibly a father figure, or like a father figure to you that's passed away, that's kind of watching over you. But then 50% of me feels like this is somebody in your life that's being very, maybe like a bully or very controlling. They're like getting on your last nerve is what I hear. My guides are like, you're like, you've had it with them. They're irritating to you. They're getting on your last nerve. You may have words with them this month. You may have some kind of confrontation or words with them this month. If you are able to step away from them and not have so much dealing with them or spend less time with them or avoid being around them, that would be a good thing to do in September, because otherwise I feel like you could have arguments with this emperor. You could have words with them, arguments with them. They could be seriously getting on your last nerve. They really want you to see things their way. They may be trying to get you to, like, I hate this phrase, but I did hear it, bow down to them or bow and scrape to them. Like, yes, whatever you say, I'll do what you say. Like, they kind of want that. I don't know that they're always that way. Maybe they're not always this complicated and difficult, but they certainly seem to be this difficult in September. And you may have even experienced some of that with them in August as well. So the next card you have, this is quite an interesting turn of events. Libra, I don't know. Now you got an interesting, you're turning a corner here. You got Ace of Cups, and Ace of Cups can be a new love relationship showing up for you. It could also be renewed love in an existing love relationship. It could also be universal love or love in some other form. First of all, any work that you do or business that you do, you're going to have a lot of pride and in your accomplishments and in whatever you're working on or doing or creating in September. You're going to have a lot of pride in your work. Some of you may meet somebody or get involved with somebody that really wants to marry you or take you away from the situations you're in and give you like harmonious love and bliss. So some of you could be fortunate this month of meeting someone. And if it's not this month, it could be, I've said it in the other readings, I'm going to say it here. Things I said a year ago could be happening to you now. I've heard that. I've been on YouTube for 6 years. I've had people write me and tell me, what you said a year ago is happening now. So I'm saying that here. And this could be happening a year from now. But let's hope for some of you it is happening in this actual month of September. Some of you may really start really spilling your guts, kind of telling all your, like, spilling your guts doesn't sound very nice to say it that way, but like really emoting and telling somebody that you're in a love relationship with, or maybe that you're starting to get in one with, your feelings, your emotions, maybe not even towards them. I mean, what's going on with you emotionally, maybe what turmoil you've been through in the past, but I get you, like, you're really, letting all your emotions out here. You could have a special relationship with someone that you really confide in. So if it's not a love partner that comes in for you or your existing love partner, you could make a connection with somebody, and it doesn't have to be romantic love. This could be a connection with somebody that you really just, maybe they're from your soul group and you reincarnated with them again in this lifetime. And you're going to really confide in them, because I get you really confiding in somebody and deeply expressing how you're affected and how you feel about things going on in your life. For some of you, there is a new romantic partner that steps up to the forefront and catches your attention, and you have some kind of connection there. For some of you, that is the case. Some of you may have a detachment from somebody that you've been in a love relationship with, and you may want to detach yourself from them and try to find somebody that's more going to bring you more peace than who you've been involved with. I don't know why I'm having trouble talking today, but I am. Sorry. Last card you have, another good card, the Sun. The Sun is the spotlight being on you. Success in the material world. Love. Could be birth of a child. It could be the exuberance and happiness and joy. You're going to feel like this is where I'm getting out of my old rut. That's what I hear you saying. So you're going to get out, and you're going to get yourself out of any rut. And that could even be an emotional or mental rut that you've been in. But you're going to, especially towards the end of the month, you may, midpoint on, you may find you're going to start to get yourself out of a rut. You're going to be very much broadcasting and telling people how you feel. You're going to be very opening up. So not only do I pick up that you're going to do that maybe with one specific individual here, you may just be like, I'm just going to say what I want and let my emotions express myself. And whether people like it or not, that's too bad. Because I feel like you've kind of curtailed it to some degree. But I don't feel like you're going to do that in September. There's like new possibilities opening up for you and new things opening up. And you're going to start looking and seeing, like, in some ways, Libra, I feel like you're going to see some things in some new ways. You may have some, like, I don't know that I want to call it a spiritual awakening, but you're having some sort of revelation or awakening of sorts where you're going to start looking at some things either in your own personal life or things going on in the world in some manner that you're like looking at things in a whole new way. Some of you Libras are going to get invited to attend something that's very special, like a special gathering. It could be some kind of party or wedding or just some gathering. And this may really be elevate your mood and elevate you. And you may find that you get a lot of attention at that gathering. And this may make you feel really good because you're getting attention. But it's in a loving, positive way. Those of you that are Libras that are born in the month of September, perhaps it's birthday parties for you, a birthday party or a gathering for you. And it's kind of a month where you're going to be thinking about or generating new things. You could be generating new crafts, new creative projects, new things to sell, new services, generating new information. If you write, you could be writing new things. If you create things, you could be doing new art, new songs, new lyrics, but like generating and creating new things is very big for you in September. For some of you Libras, some of your brightest ideas of the entire year are coming to your mind and you're doing something with it in September. Some of your brightest and most ingenious and creative ideas are happening to you in this month of September. So I pulled a gemstone crystal for you, Libra. You got citrine as the best gemstone crystal for you to wear, work with, put under your pillow, put in your bra, carry throughout the day, wear on a bracelet or a pendant. This is a stone, I don't really understand this, but I'm hearing challenge you to do more. So if you've been complacent or I don't know, it's somehow going to help challenge you to do more. It's also a good stone for you to help you fix things that are broken. Even inside of you. Could be emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, but also could be tangible things around you. It's also a stone that's going to help foster your creativity and your imagination, which is good because through the Sun card, it came up that you're going to have some of your most brilliant, creative, and ingenious ideas. In the whole year of 2020, it looks like this is the month for you with that. So this seems like a good stone for you. If you need to part ways with someone or put distance between you and an organization, a group of people, or a particular person, this is a stone that's going to help give you that impetus for change, the courage to do it. It's like kind of like a bravery and courageous stone in a way. It's also a good stone for you to help ward off any foes or enemies or people that have any negative energy or agendas coming at you. It'll help you ward that off. So I highly recommend you wear this or use this stone in September, because based on the first 3 cards of your reading, and then even also on the last 2 cards, I do totally see why this would make sense to you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And as I always say every month, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can get my special videos that I record for very specific topics that I have on my Vimeo on-demand pages. And I post the most recent links for the most recent videos I've recorded. Every video I record down below in the description box in the Show More section. These videos are also available on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the Videos tab on my menu. There you can see all the video series I have recorded, what divination tools I used, what the topics are, how long the predictions go out for, and you see which sign you want under that heading. Click on that sign, and that link will take you directly to that video on Vimeo. So some of the most recent videos I've recorded, I'm just going to name a few. There's probably going to be about 5-6 links below, but I'll just name a few. The first one is, as always, every month, I do an expansion and a continuation of this reading with the crystal, where I look into my crystal and give you psychic predictions and messages to expand on the psychic tarot readings for each month. And this month, it's September of 2020. So if you would like to get for your specific zodiac sign or someone else that you love zodiac sign, you can get the psychic crystal readings for September. That link is below this video. Also, the most recent video, one of the most recent videos I've recorded for Vimeo is my past, present, and future psychic tarot readings using the Osha Zen Tarot deck, which is a very unique and specific and interesting deck. Those predictions go out 1 year. They were recorded in the middle of August, and they go out, really, some of the predictions went out until the end of 2021. So that link is below this video, and those recordings are for each sign of the zodiac. The other most recent video series link I've recorded for Vimeo is my June 2020 Eclipse Effects Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings. The first half of the reading is about the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, June 5th. And the second part of the reading is the solar eclipse in Cancer on June 21st. They're for each sign of the zodiac, and they are still in play. The effects of those eclipses last for 6 months. So we're in the thick of it right now of the effects of those 2 eclipses. As I said, there's many other links below. If you want to see what other series I've posted below, please check those links out or go to my website. If you would like to donate to this channel and help support the work I do here, you can click on the donation link below, which is connected to PayPal. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been very generous and donated to my channel. I don't take it lightly. It means a lot, and thank you so much. It does truly help. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can also follow my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC, the Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, they're both on Facebook, and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use many different divination tools, animal oracle cards, sacred geometry cards, angels and gods and goddesses cards, different angel cards, tarot cards, the crystal. You never know what I'm going to use over there, and you never know what my guides are going to say, and many people do find those messages resonate with them. Some people write me and say, is this for me? Does this message apply to me? I truly believe anybody that reads those messages are supposed to read them. So I would highly recommend checking them out. Many people find they resonate with them, and you may find they resonate with you. So I'd love to see you over there on my social media pages. So I hope you have absolutely fabulous energy to come to you this month of September of 2020. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.